Hi, Rachella. I hope I'm saying your name right. Um, my name is Adam, and I kind of wanted to record this video to kind of give you just an introduction of me and kind of my business and what I do, and kind of what you'll be working with on a weekly basis at least. So, as I mentioned in the Upwork article, it's kind of just me. I'm a IT consultant, a tech consultant doing lots of different things in this world these days. I primarily work from home, as you can see. I'm sitting in my nice chair, looking out at my daughter's swing set out there. But yeah, so I work from home. And I do lots of different things. That's why I needed your help on a lot of this stuff. So let's just, I wanted to, this is kind of going to be a kind of an overview of kind of my business, what I do, and maybe to also give you some ideas on maybe how you can help me in things that I don't specifically ask you to do. So I always want you to be proactive in things because I always have some kind of project going at some certain point in time, and I sometimes just even don't even remember to ask what to do, what for help. So let me just show you kind of what the overall tools that I use, kind of what I'm attempting to accomplish, and maybe I'll give you some good ideas on maybe how you can help me and make my life a little bit easier. So I really appreciate you being here. So you can probably see my screen. I pretty much have everything built out in this tool called Notion, which you should probably already be familiar with. So I kind of have uh, two two different areas to my business. So I have one where I do lots of consulting. In this case, now it's for J.P. Morgan Chase. I do tech consulting, so I do automation. If you've heard the term DevOps before, I do a lot of that sort of thing. And right now, I have a contract where I'm working anywhere from maybe 40 to 50 hours a week doing some consulting work. So that's one of the main reasons why I needed your help because I need you to kind of help me deal with all the other side projects, which were once full-time projects. So I have this. I have JPMC, which is my consulting area, which I will spend a lot of my time on. And then I also have my let's see, personal area. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I like RC cars, by the way. That's kind of my thing. And then let's see here. I have kind of a content creation part. So I do a lot of articles on various technology things. So if you're curious, you can go to, let's see, Adam Bertram site, muckrack.com. So I guess I could be called a freelance journalist, but essentially I'm an engineer that just can write and build content. So if you go to muckrack.com/adbertram, you can see probably the majority of the articles I wrote. You see, I'm up to 963 now. So I've been writing for many years for many different websites. And if you look at the articles, most of them now are how to do this with PowerShell, how to do this with Azure. I'm pretty well known for my PowerShell skills and kind of what I do with the PowerShell language. So that's kind of one thing, one part of the piece that I do. I write articles, and that's one of the big portions that I'm going to have you do it. So if you notice that there's a lot of these, say, BizTech Magazine, let's see, C. Goodman. So as of, I used to write articles on my own. Just I actually write the articles as of I don't know, until about 6 to 8 months ago. And then what I found was I had a lot more demand for my articles than what I could possibly do myself. So instead of saying, go away, I don't want to do the articles, I decided to kind of open up a little agency. And I did that by all the various contacts that I've created in the community. So on Twitter, I have a lot of people, a lot of followers on Twitter. I almost 11,000 now. So I've kind of built up a community of people, followers that I could reach out to. And a lot of these people are engineers, just like me, that that know the information, and they know how. They don't necessarily know how to write, or they may not have gotten into writing at all. So I've went out and recruited some people and to do some writing for me. So as of 6 to 8 months ago, the majority of the articles that I write are ghostwritten by other articles. And then what I will do is I will go through and review and edit all those articles and kind of put my own voice around it to some degree. And then I pay them a portion, 50% of what I get from the client. So that's kind of the article writing. Article writing is a big part of what I do on the side now. So also what I do is I author training courses. So for example, if you go to Adam Bertram Pluralsight, I have authors through various companies. So here I've authored 10 courses through Pluralsight. So you can see here that I've got lots of online video training. I've created 10 of these on Pluralsight. So I do this as well. A lot of this is around PowerShell. I'm looking to do more around Microsoft Azure Cloud. If you've heard of the Azure Cloud, I do some of that. I also do courses for LinkedIn Learning. That's another, it used to be lynda.com if you're familiar with lynda.com. I've done that. Let's see here, Bertram. Yeah, I've only done one through LinkedIn Learning so far. So yes, I have one through LinkedIn Learning. I've done through Udemy. So I do that sort of thing. I do training courses, online video training courses, and I'm still actively working on that now. So that's kind of another piece of the business that I have. All right, so let's see, overview, SaltStack. SaltStack's kind of different. SaltStack is a company that does, uh, they build a configuration management product. What I'm doing, I'm building tutorials for them. That might be a one-off, but they're kind of a one-off thing. But that's what I'm doing through SaltStack, which is a little bit different. Let's see, content. Yes. All right. So I also, in addition to articles and training courses, I also write books. So if you go to PowerShell for sysadmins.com, there's my print book that I've gotten published not too long ago. That was a fun one that took a year or two to actually write, but I've got that one created, and then that's the print book. And then I also have I've also written a lot of books on a lot of ebooks. So if you see on, let's see, LeanPub, LeanPub is the place that I have a few of the books here that I've been working on. So all of these books that you see on the screen, I've written all of these. This one, there's only the first three here. The first three are done, and I don't need to do anything with those anymore. But you'll see the PowerShell tips to write by. I'll probably need your help on this one to some degree because a publisher approached me and they want me they want to actually refresh this and get it up to date and get it in print. So that'll be my next print book. And then from admin to DevOps, I might need your help with this. I'm not for sure. That one is currently working on that one with a co-author, and that's one of the other current projects that I have going on that I may need your help with at some time. We will see. All right. Podcasts. Yes, I do the occasional podcast interviews, online courses. I already told you about that. Blog. The blog is another big area that I need your help with. So I have a blog at adamtheautomator.com. Adam the Automator is kind of my personal brand that I go under. And I have lots of blog posts. I think it was almost 400 something blog posts now. So kind of the same vein of the articles. Whenever I started the blog, I was just writing the blog posts on my own. Lots of them are just how to do something. They're all instructional materials of how to do this or how to take this thing and make this happen with it. You'll see lots and lots and lots of how-to things. So the majority of the posts now are from guest authors. and I pay guest authors $60 a post to write a post, and I kind of have a system around that, which I will record in a separate video to show you how I can manage that and how you can help me with that. But Adam the Automator blog is another one, is another part of my business arsenal, I guess, if you will, that I deal with. And we are one thing that I will need your help definitely with is I have a web developer, Adam Listek, that has moved over a lot of my blog stuff from a cloud platform called Ghost, moving it to WordPress now. So as soon as we get the new site cleaned up and all little tweaks and things done like that, then everything will go into WordPress. So you see here, this is adbertram.wpengine.com at this point, but it will eventually be moved over to Adam the Automator. So this is that's one big project from the blog. It's another part of the business that I have, managing the blog articles, getting new blog articles edited, managing the writers, finding writers to do the posts, paying the writers, and managing that way. That's another area that I will need your help with quite a bit. Let's see, articles. I've already given you the overview. Articles are going to be a huge part of what I need help with. I mentioned in one of the other screencasts that the articles have gotten pretty crazy. I'm constantly getting new requests for articles, and they pay pretty well. So that's one area of the business that I want to keep up, but I can't possibly write them all myself. So what I need help with is finding really good people, and also maybe going out and recruiting other people to write these articles for me. And then maybe you, if you're good at editing, or me reviewing, editing, and then sending them off to the clients and making all the clients happy with all of their nice articles. That's a big part of it. Let's see here. Community, that's kind of another piece. I am a Microsoft MVP, which essentially means that I've been awarded an award of pretty prestigious award, actually. There's only a few thousand of us in the world that know the various technologies for Microsoft, and we go out and actively teach others about various Microsoft technologies in many certain ways. And we kind of do a yearly summit, and essentially we are an extension of Microsoft, the company. That's a big part of my community efforts. So community efforts includes blog posts like I've done on my Adam the Automator blog. It includes talks. I don't do very many conference talks because I hate public speaking, but you may get roped into that at some point, to where on this one, like for example, I have this one coming up, Azure DevOps Pipelines for the Infrastructure Automator. This is a conference coming up at the end of this month that I'll be working on. I don't know if I need your help yet or not, but that's kind of another area. Kind of the stuff that I do that's just, I call it community because it's for free. I don't get paid to do any of this. It's essentially just going out and sharing my knowledge, because sharing my knowledge is a big part of what I do. I really like to do, which is the consulting piece, get in there and learn new tools and technologies, and then I take those around and share them with the community through my LinkedIn page. If you go to linkedin.com slash AD Bertram or something like that. So I have, I don't know, a few thousand people on LinkedIn. I have 11,000 or something on Twitter. So I've managed to build up a decent following through social media, where I just essentially just share thoughts, views, articles, and just really try to help people out with various pieces of technology. I believe that's it. So yeah, I mean, so in general, I didn't want to make this video or this screencast kind of an instructional thing, more of a, hey, I'm Adam Bertram. I live in Southern Indiana in the United States. I have, I'm married, to work at home, and have two kids. So you'll find that I'm not really good with I don't really like I don't like phone calls. I don't like. I'm a major introvert, so I could talk a lot easier to recording rather than talking face to face. But I'm not a hermit by any means, but I can definitely I definitely prefer more of the asynchronous talk, which I think may be better because you're what 13 hours ahead of me. But yeah, so I just wanted to record this intro screen video. Feel free to record something of your own if you want to kind of give me some background of who you are. I'm really looking to make this a long-term thing because I'm constantly needing help. I'm constantly needing doing something. But so just wanted to introduce myself and say welcome. Thanks for joining me, and I hope everything goes well.